So, Evander Kane is bankrupt. Okay? Let's go find out some details. Okay, guys, so this information comes from The Athletic, from Daniel Kaplan. I got to give them props for having this information out. So, the lengthy list of athletes who squandered millions of dollars only to file for bankruptcy has a new member, San Jose Sharks left winger Evander Kane. Despite signing a 7-year, $49 million contract extension in 2018, Kane filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in the federal bankruptcy court in the California city of his team. So just like the article says, obviously he's not the only one that has filed for bankruptcy, being a supreme athlete in a really big sport. Obviously in the NHL, you've got Jack Johnson, Darren McCarthy, and Brian Trottier. So all of them filed for bankruptcy as well. But it's not just them. There's also been some other athletes that have also filed for bankruptcy. So what comes to mind is Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Michael Vick, Vince Young, just to name a few. So apparently in this filing, he's got detailed liabilities of $26.8 million, and then assets, which is largely of 3 homes, is equivalent to $10.2 million. So under this bankruptcy petition, this is literally word for word what it says about Evander Kane. So the debtor, that's Evander Kane, may terminate his contract and he may opt out of the season as allowed under current rules because of health concerns given the recent birth of his first child. Should he terminate his contract or opt out at a point in the season, debtor will not receive his salary. Okay, so first off, he's already talking about terminating his contract and opting out of the season. First off, that's really bad news for the San Jose Sharks, who are trying to rebound from the season they had last year. So not only did they suck last year, they also lost their first-round pick, which became the number 5 overall pick, which ended up being Jamie Drysdale. They could really use a defenseman like that right now. But regardless, the reason why he would opt out is because of the recent birth of his first child. So he's got a first child that he is responsible for, and apparently I guess the stresses of him being bankrupt and then the first child is a reason why he might opt out of the season. So the other thing we kind of have to question about is, how does he opt out? Because technically, to opt out of the season, the deadline for that was December 24th for the NHL season. And this bankruptcy petition was dated about 4 days ago, about January 9th is what The Athletic says. So I don't know how he's going to opt out of this. I don't think he legally can. I guess there's a way that he can do it, because obviously otherwise they wouldn't even say this in this filing. So also in this filing with the court, they listed 9 lawsuits, court actions, or administrative proceedings is how The Athletic reads it. And 6 of them are still active right now. So he's still got 6 court things going on with him. And right now the largest is with Centennial Bank, which filed a lawsuit just last week, not just against Evander Kane, but also against the San Jose Sharks, seeking $8.3 million. That is more than he makes in a single year. Wow. So I'm just going to read this one quick little paragraph from the article as well. It says, many athletes are overwhelmed with newfound wealth, investing in businesses and funding friends and family. They quickly plow through their earnings. So it seems like that maybe Evander Kane kind of blew through his money as well. So according to Cap Friendly, he's made about $52.9 million in team pay during his 11-year career in the NHL. Now, last year, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, which is a casino in Las Vegas, settled a lawsuit against Kane for unpaid gambling debts. And according to the petition, in the last 12 months, he's lost $1.5 million just gambling. That's just gambling. So on top of this gambling stuff, it also lists he's got 7 dependents that are also living with him, all of them. So first he's got his 6-month-old daughter, his 27-year-old sister, 2 uncles, one is 54, the other is 59, his mom, who is 55, his dad, who is 60, and his grandmother, who is 77. So it's not only does he have all these people that he's taking care of, and I'm sure I applaud him for doing that, but he's also got all of these gambling debts that he's had to settle out of court with, the current debts that he's had in the past 12 months. So it seems like he's just blowing money like it's nothing. Okay, so in this Chapter 7 bankruptcy filing, what could lead to $26.8 million of debt was not exactly spelled out. But from what it looks like, Kane's listed 47 creditors. So that includes individuals, it includes banks possibly, and then not just that, but also former agencies. And in this petition, he's got 2 claims, one against Sure Sports, and I think he's got it as $1.2 million. And then also he's valuing a $1.88 million counterclaim against a woman who sued him in 2016 for battery. So, wow. So also in the document, it kind of paints a very bad picture for his creditors who he owes money to about what he's going to earn this year, because it doesn't look good. Anyways, this is what it says. It says, a typical season includes 82 regular season games. The current season has 56 games scheduled, and debtor, aka Evander Kane, understands that even if all scheduled games are played, his salary will be adjusted based upon the reduced number of games. To the extent some of the games do not go forward because of the pandemic or any other reason, debtor's salary will be further reduced. Moreover, debtor understands that under the current collective bargaining agreement between the players' union and the owners, 20% of his salary will be withheld and will be released to the owners under the profit-sharing structure of the agreement due to the anticipated significant reduction in revenues across the league. So today in the press conference with Gary Bettman kind of showed that the NHL is losing about $1 billion in revenue this year because of basically – I think it's like 28 of the 31 stadiums being closed this year of the arenas. So I think it's Florida, Dallas, and Tampa Bay are the only 3 that are allowed. And I think even Tampa Bay is holding off on having fans in the stands right now. So there is a significant reduction in revenues across the league. So 20% of his salary is already going to that. And that's the escrow that everybody talks about and that the players absolutely hate. But on top of that, if any games are reduced, then his salary is reduced according to those games. So that's like 2 things against him that the creditors don't really like to hear. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. Click like and subscribe for more daily content from this channel. And yeah, I'll be praying for the poor guy, Evander Kane. I hope you get out of this, bud. And we're looking forward to the season coming up. Catch you guys on the flip side.